To have you with us. Topping news, while Bimini's economy appears to be taking shape, those opposed to the development is not letting up. The Bimini Blue Coalition is concerned that the massive tourism project could be harmful to the environment. Committee member Joe Darville says they are still in the fight for a more environmentally conscious development in Bimini.
Are afraid of what is going to happen to their environment. And the casino is very small, and another reprehensible aspect of that is that it's not even being built by Bahamians. No Bahamians employed there. Not even Bahamian contractors. The company was given carte blanche to bring in its own contractors, to bring its own labor force to build that particular casino. So where are the benefits accruing for Bimini? And so this again is symbolic of the irresponsible and reprehensible type of development that goes on to destroy our environment.
Member of the Bimini Blue Coalition, attorney Fred Smith, is taking issue with the project. He says the future of the country should not be linked to anchor projects.
They're advertised as big developments, and inevitably they fail after the developer has sold all the property, and you're left with these phantom projects that really don't go anywhere. If you want to promote growth, jobs, opportunities for Bahamians, if you want to empower Bahamians to get ahead, promote growth in Freeport. Stop promoting growth everywhere other than Grand Bahama.
Well, meanwhile, Resorts World is investing millions of dollars in the development of the Bimini tourism product, and the new investment is already receiving positive feedback. Ricardo Lightbourne has this story.
The Bimini Fast Ferry is a marvelous vessel. The cuisine on board, absolutely fantastic. Breakfast, hey, what can I say? But as far as entertainment on board this vessel, that is something to marvel at. And as we get ready to leave the port of Miami, this is a cruise that the residents and visitors are never going to forget. The one-day visit to Bimini gave the Director General of Tourism much to work with. The onboard experience on the Superfast Ferry is exciting and involving. The energy on board will transfer to the shore, and successful cruise for many.
What we're seeing here is the introduction of a niche product that doesn't exist in Florida today, of a excursion to the Bahamas, one that competes with some of the largest attractions that South Floridians can take now, such as going to Disney or going to Key West or going to the Everglades. So we are on the cusp of a major potential explosion in tourism of short-stay visitors who actually pay for their excursion to the Bahamas, but it's a farm trip because it introduces them to the Bahamas for the first time.
The South Florida beaches is a major attraction for visitors, and the Ministry of Tourism want many of them to take the hop to Bimini. The Vice President of Marketing and Sales for Resort World, Michael Schlesinger, feels pretty good. The Day Explorer is a strategic one to make Bimini a destination of choice and island experience.
The ship will leave at 9 a.m., get to Bimini at 11:30, leave Bimini at 4:30, get back to Miami at 7. And it opens up a tremendous array of vacation and visitation opportunities to Bimini, because in addition to local Florida residents, you have to remember that especially during the winter months, we have almost 20 million tourists who come to South Florida that visit Dade and Broward County. And this is a wonderful opportunity for them to spend a day during the course of their vacation and go visit Bimini. So the beauty is you get to expose all of the opportunity and all the fun of Bimini to people from as far away as South America and Europe, as well as the northeast part of the United States.
The Day Explorer to Bimini is one that's going to grow. Ricardo Lightbourne, ZNS Network News.
In other news, stem cell research and therapy is expected to pump millions of dollars into the Bahamian economy. Tonight, as we wrap up our three-part series on stem cell research, the former Minister of Health addresses the benefits and possible implications for such an industry.
During
During a debate earlier this year, the nation's leader, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, said the Bahamas has an opportunity to become a world leader among nations in the field of stem cell therapy and research. With the country already experiencing financial woes, it is expected that stem cell treatment could inject more than $100 million into the Bahamian economy through medical tourism.
You can create a market and an economy out of that. And I think that's what I sense is the rush to quickly get ahead of other countries that might set up similar programs. So if you're the first kid on the block, then you set up the program and you get the people flowing into the Bahamas. That's the business model they're talking about. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen because stem cell research is an evolving process.
Dr. Marcus Bethel says if monitored properly, there are other significant opportunities for young Bahamians interested in the medical field.
If the industry is established, then it means that young Bahamian scientists or budding scientists would find great interest in developing and doing research in areas that relate to the industry and find employment. Again, that's the spin-off. And that's why if you're going to establish an industry, government's role is to provide the framework, a proper framework for the ethical and proper conduct of business.
Tourism remains the country's #1 industry, and while the government is in the process of creating the necessary legal framework to regulate this industry, Dr. Bethel warns that there are serious implications to medical tourism if stem cell therapy is not monitored properly.
We do not want to find that your country is blacklisted medically because of rogue activities going on and uncontrolled and unpoliced and unregulated research activities that does the country no good, harms tourism, harms the medical community. So we have to be careful about who we approve to do the stem cell therapy and research. And we have to be prepared to monitor carefully, police carefully, and enforce the law. If someone breaks the law, you kick them out, no matter how much they may have invested. But you have to have the will to do that.
There's more right after this.
This portion of the news